the order. So it's him in mantle. But today I'm making another order. It's for Dias de Muertos, Mexican Day of Dead, and it will be on the 1st of November, and it's long time, but in spite of this, I'm preparing now because it takes a lot of work. It involves a lot of work, and of course the main symbol is the skull, the dead head. And today I'm making the simplest way how I can make this skull. So go to your place. Go to your place. Go to your place. So that is my dog. So today he's working with me. And I'm going to make something like this. So the simplest way of a dead head, you know, that it can be like this. I'm not limited. I can make anything. And we start from natural color cord wool. I have a lot of this wool, so I make flat oval, and then I turn it into skull. Remember, when in felting, we stab in one place a lot. So we shrink this, and we can make shape by this technique. And because of this is a cord wool, it's very easy to felt. It takes shape very, very fast. I'm using felting needles by Japanese brand Tulip. And you know that first I thought that it's just ordinary needles, but now I'm so got used to these tools, to these needles, and I love to work with them. And I ordered new packs of number 36 and 38, but they are numbered by 60 and 70. And this handle, it's the same firm, the same brand, Tulip. And at workshops I say that, guys, so this is Japanese needles, Tulip, and they say, wow, we are using Japanese Japanese needles, and they are so proud of this. It's so pretty. I'm going to make something like this. I've finished Harry Potter, but not finished yet, but I will finish it later today in the evening. But now I'm starting making a skull for Day of Dead, for the Day of Dead, for Dies de los Muertos. And in spite it's only on the 1st of November, it's great to start now, because I have to create several souvenirs as presents for participants, and some decorations, and it takes time. And so I'm starting, and today we are making the easiest flat skull. And first I made an oval, flat oval, and then I stabbed here to make the shape of skull. So now I'll take some black wool, Day of the Dead. Yeah, a Day of the Dead. Okay. You know that, of course, oh, I didn't know that. October 27th and finish November 3rd. Great, thank you for the information. You know that yesterday we read with the students in the English textbook, and there was the date, the 1st of November. I'm so sorry. Thank you for this information. Thank you that you shared. So you start on the 27th of October and finish on the 3rd of November. Great. It's great. But when I started to make this orange flowers for the day like this, it's not marigold, but it's just some orange flowers. And the children saw orange colored stuff and they told, are you starting to get ready to Halloween? Because we celebrate Halloween. And mostly because I'm an English teacher, we celebrate Halloween. And my children discovered only recently, maybe last year, that it's not our traditional holiday. We celebrated just like a British calendar, because I'm an English teacher. I used to be an English teacher. So now this, it will be used for the lantern. Interesting. Where can I read properly good, true information about this holiday? Maybe on internet. And you know that everybody knows the secret of Coco, this forgotten poor souls. Okay. And I've read, I learned that skull and skeleton, it is a symbol of life in Mexican culture. And you know that, for example, in Orthodox Christianity, it's so frightening. It's the symbol that many people are afraid of, and they think that it is a symbol of death. And you know that it is a real taboo sometimes to have something with a skeleton. To people are afraid even of pictures of skeletons. But I absolutely agree that it is a symbol of life. And you know that this year, in this project, children are going to write some words about their grandparents, about their maybe great-grandparents. They have to find their photos and tell about them, to print their photos or something. And it is I think that it's nice because, you know, many people here live currently as immigrants, and some sociologists say that it's a new generation without grandparents. But you know that unfortunately I don't have grandparents as well. I didn't know my grandfather. He died before my birth. I knew only one of my grandmother, and I'm happy that our children have grandparents, because it is a great transfer from generation to generation. It is another kind of love. It is another kind of information, of affection, and I think that it is great that they have this experience. I'm so happy and content when I see their communication. But many people now, they have lack of this because they moved, they lived here temporarily. Mm-hmm. I screened the screen for now, not to forget the information. Oh, so it's so precious. So thank you for sharing this. I'll show you how I made and how I decorated at the end. So it will be a very little tiny garden, backyard, and it will be decorated in this theme. And I'm responsible for decorations, for souvenirs and for decorations. You know, so it is interesting hierarchy because you know that how it's divided. Please tell me when you decorate. So when do you start decorating for the Day of the Dead? And so do you make it, so how do you remember, for example, general dead or people that died in accidents or lonely souls? So do you remember them at your family celebration, at your family dinner or something? it's the beginning. Okay, but don't I, by chance, offense you making these dead heads, skulls, or something? For example, I'm not from your culture. Don't you find it offensive? Because you know that I'm from Russia, and now there are a lot of different takes and cases when some religious people, they say, so you offense my feeling, you brought the skull into the church, how dare you, how do you do this, go to prison or something, so you're overworn, or it's lack of clothes on your body, so anything, so you know, so you don't want to have babies, you don't want to be married, so it's so offensive for believers, and a lot of and of course and the main thing of many scandals, that people sometimes don't wear scarves on their head, women, when they go to church, and people can be, so for example, some heads of churches, they're not priests, but it's often old ladies, and they watch carefully, they look at people, what do they wear, how do they look like, and they always say, so you're going scarfless to the church, go away, never go to this church again. And I think that it is so it's so wrong, but it's very, very, so you don't respect the God or something. And for example, I have never been to synagogue, even when I was in Israel or in places where there were synagogues, because I didn't know anything about the culture, and I really was afraid to do something very stupid and offensive. So is it okay for you personally that some woman from Russia, based in Montenegro, making skulls, and is going to be involved in this celebration, in this holiday, in this festival? What do you think about this? Okay, it was so interesting to talk. Really, I'm so grateful for this feedback from you. Hello, Daisy. Okay. It's really freely, absolutely. I explained you the background, that that we live in the world, and So, Jace, do you know there is this song, and the singer sings that "Don't call me baby," and you know, of course, okay, I can be girl, but just to remind, I'm 44, and but if you wish, so. You know that it's I have to get visa to go for India, because it is not visa-less for me, and it involves a lot of documents and preparing and tickets. So it involves finance and some and you know, for example, in Montenegro we don't have Indian embassy or some visa operator, and I have to go to Serbia, and now I'm trying to prolongate my residency, my temporary residency. So, Sar, it was such a pleasure to talk and to learn a bit about your culture. Thank you so much. Of course, I want to visit India. I want to, you know, I want to visit any corner of the earth. I love Europe, but I've never been to some exotic countries. I've never been to Asia. I've never been to India, and I want to come. I want to come to Mexico. I want to come to India. I want to come to some South Asia, South Pacific, and maybe one day even Australia. But now I'm kind of stuck. But I love Montenegro, but I don't agree with this, because it's I communicate with all people here in chat, and I don't agree with your policy. Absolutely, I think that it's not right. Oh, and Sar, if you hear me, you know that I am into Waldorf so much. You know that I don't know if you hear me, if you have a chance that you hear me. You know that Montessori, it's not about, but you know that I don't know why, but maybe I have some games of Montessori, but I love Waldorf, and Steiner, it is a great writer, and I think he has a great book. And I was at open class of Waldorf school, and you know that me and my kids, we make these seasonal tables, corners, for example, summer, autumn, winter, and spring, and we celebrate all holidays and festivals. So it's a great thing, Waldorf. So okay, and now guys, that's all for today. I have to run now because I have my classes, and I see you soon. Bye bye. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching.